Welcome to the first of 3 video tutorials on using Google Classroom. My name is Lisa Falcone, and in this video I will provide you with some general information about Google Classroom, show you the steps required to create your own classroom, and demonstrate how to add students. So to begin, open your web browser and go to Google. I would recommend you log into your Google account first over here. Go to the waffle to show where Google Classroom is located. If it doesn't appear here, click on More, and if it's not here either, click on Even More from Google. Scroll down the page until you find your Google Classroom icon down here and click on Google Classroom. It will take you directly to Google Classroom where you can see I already have some classrooms created. To create or join a Google Classroom, click on the plus sign at the top right hand side of your screen. If you're joining a class, you will need the code that you input here. I'm going to click cancel because we're going to create a class, so click on the plus sign, click on create class. Now, if you're creating a classroom outside of a school, read the important information that pops up here and click that you've read and understood the note here, and then click on continue. If your school has a G Suite for Education account, then this box won't appear. Just select continue. The first thing you will need to do is assign your classroom a name. Teachers may have a variety of classrooms for different subjects. I will call mine Mrs. Falcone's Grade 8 Science class. You have the option of putting more information in section or subject, but this is optional. Because I have all the information I want here, I'm going to move on to create my class. So let's create, and you are now ready to begin populating your classroom. Let's begin with the toolbar at the top of the page. The 3 horizontal lines here on the left side of your classroom name are another menu where you have a variety of tools. The first one is classes. If you click here, it shows you all the classes that you belong to. Let's go back to our menu where you can now access a calendar. This calendar has assignments that you post, and they are all visible here. You can view all your classes' calendars at the same time, or you can choose specific ones. If you go back to your menu here, there's a to-do list, which also demonstrates all the assignments or activities that you have posted. And once again, you can view all classes or just specific classes. Back in our menu, we have the option to choose which classroom we want to visit, and we'll go back to that after. Down below, you have classes that are archived. So if you're finished with a classroom, you can archive it and reuse it for later. This is also where you can go in to delete classes you have no use for anymore. When I go back to my menu, at the very bottom I have settings where I can make changes and manage my classroom. So let's go back and visit the classroom that we just created, Mrs. Falcone's Grade 8 Science classroom. So if we go back to our toolbar, there's the name of the classroom, and this area is the stream. The stream is where everything that is posted will appear, and it appears down here. We'll discuss this in greater detail in another video. The students section is where you can either add students yourself or provide them with a classroom code located here. If we click on the arrow here, you can display the classroom code to make it visible for the whole class, or you have the option to copy, reset, or disable your code. You can also invite students by email, but students need to have a valid email account to do this. If you're part of an organization, you can type in a student's name. For example, if I type in my name, I can select the student name and click on invite. The student would then get an email telling them they've been invited to the classroom. To save time, I would recommend typing all the names together. The next section, About, is where you can provide information for your students. For example, this is where you may wish to add key details about the course, some information about yourself as a teacher, or classroom expectations. To add information here, click on Add Class Materials and begin typing. For details on inserting attachments like these into your posts, view the Populating Your Data video, which is the third video in this series. Up here, you can change your classroom name or modify it by clicking on the pencil. Click on Save or Cancel. If we look at the menu on the left side of the screen here, you will see where the Class Drive folder is located. This is where any documents you have added will be located. If we go back to the classroom, we see we have a classroom calendar, our Google Calendar, and down here is the option to invite teachers. Again, you just type in the teacher's name if you wish. Adding a teacher gives them all the same editing rights as you, except for the ability to delete the classroom, so just keep this in mind. Moving through the rest of our toolbar, you will see the Google Waffle, our notifications icon, your Google account information, and the G Suite training icon. To learn about the Classroom Stream and how to personalize your Google Classroom header, visit the Stream video. Thank you.